What up, Ray? You hear me good? Awesome. Awesome. You probably celebrate Christmas, Ray. Merry Christmas to you. Hey, hey.
Hey, DB, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm feeling rough. I'm still feeling a little sick, but other than that, I'll be fine. How are you?
About three sheets to the wind.
That was me last night a little bit.
Well,
So,
today is Yule, and I'm celebrating with a little native winery. This is a raspberry and chocolate fruit wine. So,
that sounds like maybe a good fragrance.
ooh, yeah, that does sound like kind of a good fragrance, doesn't it?
Yes, it
And you're
does.
trying to send me some ideas, Cindy. If so, I greatly appreciate those.
No problem. I was thinking of another fragrance but I think yeah, it does have rose in it. And I can't remember who the hell makes it, if it's Surge Off or it's called Opera.
Yeah, that's Serge. Yep.
Oh my gosh. I have
No,
like
I don't celebrate it. Today's the first day of Yule. You guys ever heard of the 12 days of Christmas? That's what Yule is. So this is our in our walk of life. This is the beginning of the winter solstice. This is where um, a lot of Norsemen would spend time with their families, get fat, store up some things for when the raids and stuff became about later on. So give you a little insight of what we celebrate. So
oh, okay. Well, my mom didn't want a Christmas tree this year, and she's real fussy because she likes to use things like decorations I made as a kid and things like that. And yeah, and
uh, you
so
know how women when they get older, especially women when they get older, that kind of stuff means a lot to them. So you
yeah,
know,
well,
I'm only 44, and my kids, the oldest one alive is 22. So I often look back and be like, man, I miss the days when they were little and you got the little homemade Happy Christmas or Merry Christmas cards, and you know.
mhm. Well, I went out and got a new one. She doesn't know yet. I'd like to
Mhm.
show it to you if you wouldn't mind. Let me know what you
Absolutely,
think. My son and I did it. I hope you can see it, but I'm gonna try to get it. See it?
that's beautiful.
And I got the candy canes and her little nutcrackers. And well, I got another candy cane and all there's her snowman
Hmm.
and her Noel and
Oh, yeah.
she's
Christmas trees are a pagan tradition, even though I don't really do them, but it is a pagan tradition for me. I don't do it simply because I don't. A lot of my kids don't even want Christmas presents; they just want money. She booted herself off, I guess.
Where did you get that person?
In the room, I believe.
In her room?
I believe so.
She went off.
Yeah, she's here now.
I
Yes,
cut
you sure
myself
did.
off. Oh gosh.
Maybe that's what I need to do.
Oh.
Cut myself off.
Hey Ray, how are you? Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, everything doesn't need to be. Here, Janine. For you. Everything doesn't need to be doom and gloom this time of the season. You know, and
That is true.
this is
Happy
the time.
holidays, Janine. Happy holidays, Janine.
Happy holidays.
Good. Good to
We
see
just
you. I see you in the background.
for Christmas he would like more. Well, I got a 25% off sale. So what the hell are you waiting on?
There you go.
You know, I'm really thankful for all the good friends and supporters I have. I have a lot of good people that support me. Ray is one of them, and I wouldn't. DBs wouldn't be the same without people that support me. That's just the bottom line. I wouldn't be here if people didn't believe in what I was doing. So this is more of a thanks to them, and you included, Cindy, and everybody
Oh,
that believes in what I do. And you know, I started from nothing, and I still really am nothing, and I'm humble enough to say that. But the thing is that, you know, excuse me, I'm chilling here. um, but you know, you got to give credit where credit is due. I love what I do. I love making fragrances. I love wearing fragrances, and that's the reason I do what I do, anyways, because I love it. I just wanted to share some with everybody else, and you know, I get to do that. What more can a man ask for?
there you go.
Not to mention my girlfriend's collection.
Yeah, I talked with you about all those fragrances, you know, that Irish Spring and that Himalaya. Man, I can't wait to get my hands on that.
Oh yeah, good stuff. You know, like I said,
Yeah, I
um,
like it strong and good, and I can't wait. So,
you know, I've been laid off, probably pretty good. Hey, what's up, bro? Been laid off since shit. I haven't worked a full week since probably near Thanksgiving, but you know, I life has been good to me. I still make ends meet, so can't complain. Nor will I. So
there you go. How's your son doing?
good. He's with his mom right now. My oldest son, between me and my ex-wife, his birthday's tomorrow. He'll be 19, so he's over there spending some
Oh,
time. And you know, it's good for him to get out and spend some time with his mom. We love him here. We miss him being here, but sometimes you just got to have that time to yourself.
yeah, yeah. Hey, bro, since I saw you say hi. How are you?
ProSense is another good old boy, another boy that I think we've been. I think I started reviewing more. So I've been doing this 3 years. So I had to be reviewing 4.5 years ago. I think he came. I don't know, about 6 months after me, and he's still in the. He had bypassed me, which of course I knew he would, but we don't get the kind of love. People don't like honest people anymore. You ever notice that?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check out Bro Sense and definitely subscribe.
Oh yeah,
I heard he does go on a couple streams, and I've seen him on there. So
yeah, he's
yeah,
good
I'm gonna
people.
check him out and give him some support, most definitely.
We don't get along, you know, because I'm racist. But you know, other than that, we.
Oh Lord, you're gonna get me in trouble.
I'll go get myself in trouble. I wasn't getting on here to do that shit. Better stop while I'm here.
Yeah.
I was just sitting here today, and a friend of mine who's a gay man, he sent me a link to. Seems there's a lot of drag queen grooming nowadays, and we came across a local brewery here in North Carolina. It seems like the local breweries like to have drag events, which is cool. I think it's awesome. And yeah, since when? But here lately, it's been involving a lot of kids. Like saw something today that said, you know, there'll be end of the year drag show. Kids 12 and under get in free, and I'm just like, man, that don't do too well with me. I've been to a lot of drag shows in my life, and I know what goes on in those shows, and I just don't think that's kid appropriate. So I guess what I'm bragging about is I helped a guy today. My friend's name is Brian Talbert, by the way. Um, I'm calling them gay. So I helped them shut that event down. I actually called the place itself and actually spoke with the owner, and I guess it was too much for him to stomach, and he thought better of it and canceled the event. So, you know,
Oh,
people
wow.
are gay, and I think gays have every right in the world to do what they want to do. And I believe anybody that's not gay can do anything they want to do. Can we just leave the kids out of the sexual exploitation? That's all I ask for. Let kids be what they want to be. Some kids want to grow up and be drag queens. Let them. That's okay. But there's a
Mhm.
time and place for that. And showing them that sexuality at that young of age, whether it's gay or straight, is just too much. Kids don't need to know about sex or any kind of sexuality until they get to that point where they can understand it. And to be honest, nowadays, that's easily 10th grade to me. I don't think kids nowadays have the capacity to deal with what they see the way that we back then dealt with the things that we saw. So
Mhm.
I think they're a whole lot more immature about it than we are. So it felt good to be a part of something, and it wasn't threatening. It wasn't. Um, uh, we did. We did say we were going to be there if the event happened to protest it, but we don't get into violence unless violence comes to us. I do the bodyguarding for the guy, and he's just a straight. He's a gay guy who loves that he's a Republican, and he gets a lot of shit for it. Why do we have to stoop that low to hate somebody for what they believe in, no matter what it is? I'm not fond of Christians. Your hardcore, diehard Christians. I'm not fond of them, but I'm not going to go down to a church and threaten to burn it down because they're Christian. That's obscene to me. We live in a country that's full of freedoms. Let's do our freedoms the right way. Hey, what's up, my brother? Good to see you.
Hey,
But
Lord My Attack. How are
but it
you?
felt real good to talk to the owner because I'm the one who called and talked to the owner, and I said, look, man, maybe you ought to think twice about what you're doing. That kids are involved in it. And I think he did, and I think that's why he canceled it. So it felt good to not be ignorant and threatening about something and have something come out positive. I think we need to do a lot of that in this world,
Hey,
including
Fragrance
me.
Fight Night. How are you?
Hey, what's up? Who's Georgie? Well, Gorgie. My bad. I've been
Oh, I
drinking a
hope you
little bit
stop
too
calling me
much.
Gorgie. I look like wormed over dog shit right
I've
now.
been drinking a little bit, so I can't quite see.
Okay. Oh God, I was on Joey's backstage last night and I passed out.
Hey, listen, I got on here to be respectful, and you're going to shove that
Yeah.
Jesus shit down my throat, then just don't bother, please.
Well, both of my dads are gay, but see, they
They're that
they
old
were
school gay, though.
they were together since the late 70s, and they basically they would come home. I would see black eyes, I would see bruises,
Oh,
I
yeah.
saw stints, I saw cast, I saw bandages where they actually were stabbed,
Yeah.
um the graped, if you know what I mean.
Hmm.
And I sat and talked with them, and even just recently, and they told me, because they were highly involved, they really fought for the
Oh, yeah.
rights that
Yeah.
people have nowadays. And my father said to me, look, you will never make it in this world if you are thin skinned. You will be eaten alive. And
Yeah.
he instilled that in me. And that's something that's one of the best pieces of advice. And it can pertain to any situation.
Any situation, and that's exactly how I feel. So many people nowadays are so thin skinned about everything. And, and pardon what I say, I hope it doesn't offend you because I know your parents are gay, but the word faggot used to be a derogatory statement. The word queer used to be a derogatory statement. And those guys back in the 70s and 80s, I'll even say as early as the early 90s, took a lot of flack for being gay. And
Mhm.
to see these young gay people, or even supposed gay people, because I don't think really a lot of them really are, but um, to see how they've reversed what a lot of people have fought for is bewildering. The same way that I feel like Martin Luther King had died to progress black people in this world, and to see how far Black Lives Matter and people like that try to regress and try to resegregate. Even gay folks try to resegregate themselves uh, to a whole new level. And it's just a shame to see how hard, real true blood, sweat, and tears. A lot of those people have fought for. Your natives who fight for their freedoms, and to this day still are held down by a lot of people. And
Mhm.
I mean, I just don't this is not the country I fought for. This is not the country I signed up for. I look at a lot of it nowadays and I'm like, do I live in Russia or do I live in the United States of America? Sometimes I really don't know.
Mhm.
Um, we live in the most freest country in the world, but yet we all claim to be so oppressed. I'm hard pressed to see any oppression of anybody, but we always want to put ourselves back where we came from instead of trying to advance. That's everybody. That's Christians. Us pagans are very. I live in the Bible Belt, so somebody like me
Okay.
isn't very welcomed here. Somebody, if they were to find out how I was, let's say I decided to start up for lack of a better term, because we really don't have these, but a pagan church, I would be booed out of this place. I would have people picketing all day long. I mean, it's like we live in the land of the free, but other people still just try to hold people back all the time, including their own selves, and their own people try to hold them back. And I just don't understand. Are we really free?
I don't think we are. I think
Mm-mm.
the illusion of it is
Yes.
is what is perpetuating
It's
the idea of freedom.
Yeah.
Uh, like my dad, and one of my sons are gay, and if you would hear us in the house, a lot of people would be offended, but we bust on each other, and
Yeah, that's
you
family love,
know,
though. You know.
yeah, and nothing ever goes too far, and we're not hurting anybody. I mean, as a matter of fact, it just at times it brings us closer, and that works for us, because
Well,
when
I'm one of them guys that have real thick skin, and I tell people at work. I remember this one job I went to. I started at this place, and my one line lead was a DACA kid. I don't know if you would know what DACA is, but their parents came here illegally, and they were given under Obama. It's called Deferred Action Children something. I can't remember what the name of it is.
oh I yeah, I
But
got
anyway,
it.
Obama made the kids here. They're not really citizens, but anyways, my friend every 6 months has to go and do all this stuff to keep himself legally here. He pays his taxes, does all. But anyway, I remember it was real uncomfortable because of my past, but I remember him coming up to me, and it was my second day there, and I had my hands behind my back, and when I have my hands behind my back, I'm being very studious. And he says, sir, for you to stand around like that, I'm going to have to see your white privilege card. And I didn't know how to react to that right away, but he was laughing, and I said, okay, man. I said, listen to me. I said, I'm cool with that because I have very thick skin as long as I can give it back. And he said, absolutely. So one day I got him back. We just cracked on each other all the time. No hard feelings. We all laughed so damn hard we about puked. It's like, where is this all over the world? When
Yeah.
when is it just not funny to have fun? Comedians can't be comedians anymore, or they're booed off the stage for not being politically correct. What damn I mean, they must not have listened to Andrew Dice Clays and people like that, because they wouldn't make it in the society we live in. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
Richard Pryor's, oh my God. I mean, whew, them guys wouldn't have had a career in this day and age. It's just sad. It truly
Well,
is sad.
when things happened to me back in 2019, if it wasn't for a certain amount of people around me, mostly it was I developed a real dark sense of humor, and laughter's like the best medicine. So that got me through a lot. So, and
So you
I
talking
was
about
a model.
your incident that happened when you were a CEO?
Now, I wasn't a correctional officer.
Okay.
Actually, I was more in the mental health field. My
Uh,
clients were in there, so it was, yeah, it's a bad situation. I'm gonna tell my story at another time. I don't want to
that's
get
cool. Yeah, no big deal. Not at all. But yeah, it just doesn't feel like a free country to me. It hasn't for quite many years. It has nothing to do with who's in office or none of that stuff. I just don't feel like we live in a totally free country. I don't feel like under Trump I was any more freer than I was under Obama or anybody else. So I am very political. I sent many videos of who I support, but I support being a free man and being able to do with my life what the fuck I want to do with my life. Uh,
yeah.
we shouldn't have to have permits to carry guns around. That's just not what the law is. But I understand there's people around here to do bad things with guns, and we have to go certain routes. But in the Havamal, which is for lack of better terms, so people can understand, the Havamal in my faith is our like Bible. Havamal means sayings of the wise one, and
Hmm.
Odin is our all father. So what in Havamal 128 it simply says, when you see evil, call out evil. So I'm bound by that. If I want to be in favor of my all father, I am bound by my all father. When I see evil, I'm to call out evil. And I see a lot of evil, and I will call it out. I even, whether it's here on a platform, calling out evil people there, or in real life, calling evil people out in real life. It doesn't matter to me. I'm bound by that. And, you know, the Christian definition of evil and the pagan definition of evil are on a different spectrum. In Christianity, evil is like,
Hmm.
I don't know, thieves and murderers, which it is for us too, but we don't hold it in such a high regard. Actually, our evil is actually a lot lesser than what they consider evil. So just a little food for thought. But we have to call it out just like everybody else, and we're supposed to defend the weak. So I'll happily do so. This fucking wine is good, by the way.
Looks like it is.
Well, too good.
Hmm.
So there's a lady up here where I come from. It's actually right around the corner. I've never seen it before, but it's called Native Wines Winery. Native Vines Winery. She's a Native American. Um, this one got good damn wine over there. It's like anywhere from $20 to $50 a bottle. And
That's not bad.
oh
It's not
no,
bad.
and it's very good quality. Me and my girlfriend went there to have a little taste test, and we were just overly impressed by the quality and the amount of pride she puts in her stuff. So if I want wine, that's where I go.
There you go. It's
So
hard to find a decent wine nowadays. It is.
it is. And I'm into more, if we drink mead, um, to help people understand what mead is, it is a wine. It's a Viking wine, but it's more fermented fruit and fermented honey versus
Yeah.
just, you know, fermented fruits or whatnot. So the honey in it, but God, man, it's the mead is, if I was to buy mead exactly the same size, exactly the same ingredients except honey, I'd probably pay 3 times as much. That's the only issue I have. So,
Mm.
and we've had plenty of mead, haven't we, Boo?
She likes it too.
She came here um, living with me, and I wouldn't call her a Christian, but that's kind of where maybe she was more than anything. But she kept having these uh, signs, I guess is the best way to put it, and she kept asking me, and I'm like, look, I'll help you out with the best I can, but I'm not the kind of person who tries to convince people what they see is what I am, if that makes sense. So
Hmm.
I don't know, how long was it? 6 months when you became Norse? About that. Yeah, so about 6 months later, she's like, I just can't deny it. I know that's where I belong, and I helped her, you know, along her way. So um, was I an influence? I'm sure, but in this faith that we have, it is signs. It's a lot of it's done by signs. So you see those signs. For instance, depends on what god or goddess favors you. you will see signs from that god or goddess. For me, instance, I'm very close to Odin, the All Father, and Thor, who's a warrior, and all I'm going to see is crows, which is all I ever see. All I ever see around me is crows. Everywhere I go, there's crows everywhere. So that tells me one of two things: that those are my gods, and those are the ones I represent, and they're close to me, and I'm on the right path, because Hunan and Munin are the two crows that the All Father has on his side, and what he does is he dispatches them throughout the world to bring back news to him. So looks like I'm being watched, which I'm okay with. But anyway, so what is your plans for Christmas? You got any plans for Christmas?
Well, just being around my mom. My son, he's gonna go with his dad, and we're gonna kind of split it up. But towards the end, I'm going to mostly be by myself, which is really good for me because I like to chill. I like to have my
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. I'm that way too. Like, I'm a real big family man, but there's just those times where it's just real nice to breathe. Like, I work nights, and I work all night, and I come home, kids at school, she's at work, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to take a couple hours and just be me. You know what I mean? And you know,
Hey, son of a bee! I'm not gonna say that last word.
you bastard.
Yeah.
I'll say it. Excuse me. Woo. But so tonight, to celebrate Yule, we had I cooked a ham and glazed it with brown sugar. Turned out really, really good. Mashed potatoes, corn, gravy. So on the first day of Yule, it's good to have a big feast. You're supposed to do it for 12 days, but the way the economy is nowadays, we can't sustain that. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're having ham, mashed potatoes, gravy, and green beans. That
Oh yeah.
we put the grease from the essence from the ham in with the green beans, which
Oh
is
yeah. Real good. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely
Now, are you like me? Do you like a fatty ham, or do you like the spiraled type ham?
spiral.
See, I'm different. I
Spiral.
like that fatty ham.
Yeah, now I don't mind it,
Yeah.
but I do like the spiral because it's easier to cut. When you got a lot of people, it's like it to me. It's just easier to cut and lay it out on the
It
plate.
is. Yeah, it is. And you have to carve all that fat from the fatty one. But, um, I'm old fashioned. My grandmother, and 12 days, right? I'm sorry, 12 days. My grandmother and my step grandfather, who's still my grandfather, rather, it was my stepmom's dad or not, but they were rednecks. So I learned a lot of how to cook from a bunch of damn rednecks. So when I cook, it's the very old fashioned. So yeah, when you have the green beans, yeah, you got to put. My grandfather used to put the fat from the ham in with
Oh,
the green beans, and that's how we used to eat the green beans. Otherwise, I really don't like green beans. I'm not much of a green bean guy. Now, fresh ones, fresh picked, yeah, I'm cool. But out of the can, even frozen is okay. But I just prefer fresh, and I'm used to that
yeah,
growing up as a kid. My step grandfather was a farmer. Potatoes. He made homemade sauerkraut. He was German. Um,
yeah,
that's why they call us Krauts. Hell with it. I don't care.
yeah.
I could
I,
take sauerkraut and eat it fresh out of a can. I don't care. I love it.
we
Um,
have sauerkraut on St. Patty's Day
oh yeah, yeah. That's the Irish. I mean,
with the
um,
corned
oh
beef
yeah.
and ham. Yeah,
Oh, I love
corned
corned
beef
beef
and
hash.
cabbage.
Yes. Yeah, I can't get rid of the Irish or the European in me, so not much I can do about that. That's probably why I'm a big boy.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, you're right, man. That's an absurd. I would say 3 years ago that wasn't so absurd, but nowadays it's pretty absurd. Um, Technically, by religion, there's 12 days of Yule. Those 12 days, you got to drink every day, and you got to have a big feast every day, and you give away a gift every day. That's how it works. But um, you kind of got to go with the times, man. It sucks, and I wish, if I've been laid off on and off since November. I'll work 2 days, be laid off another week, and then work a couple days, be laid off another week. So basically, I'm making half a paycheck. But And that definitely don't help. But yeah, this food, we spend $400 every 2 weeks. You wouldn't even know we have any food in the house. We look like we're poor.
I hear you. Yeah.
That's our budget for 3 people.
Even though it's just my son and I don't eat that much because I'm diabetic and I have the GERD, so I have to cut my diet like way
Hmm.
down. But my son, he eats enough for a whole army. He's a big boy. He's 6'1" and 230, 245 maybe. So, and
I'm
he'll be
260.
yeah, he'll be 18 on Christmas Eve.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's why I named him Reese because I craved Reese cups.
Did you?
Yeah.
I won't tell you some of the weird combinations my pregnant exes have had. My oldest daughter, who's not here anymore, I don't know what it is with women and absurd cravings when they're pregnant, but some of these things make zero sense. Um, she would want now she wanted pickles and ice cream. That's the two things she always had to have: chocolate ice cream and pickles. Now it's not just jar pickles. I had to go find the big fat pickles. You understand what I'm saying?
The real
The
deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those big, huge, fat damn things. And she would sit there and eat that shit. And then it'd be like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, Becky, where the hell am I going to go get? Um, where the hell am I going to go get a pickle this time of night? This is back when shit wasn't open all the time like it is now.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know. They'll find it. And, you can't deal with a crabby pregnant woman. It just does not work. So I
No.
got smart and just bought a whole bunch of damn ice cream and a whole bunch of damn solid pickles. And I kept that shit in the refrigerator saying, there you go get it. Or I'll go get it. No problem. I got you.
Hmm.
Um, my other, now oldest daughter's mom just craved anything odd. It didn't have to be, it wasn't much of anything. It was just always odd. So, um,
Okay.
damn, Ray, $700 a weekly on groceries. Good gravy.
Wow.
I ain't got that budget, baby. I make good money, but I don't have that budget. I got a $430 car payment. I got some things in there I'm still paying on, like couches and stuff. That's insane, bro. Sorry, but Jesus God.
That's probably
Um,
like what, 120 some for each person a week?
dude, that's my whole damn salary. Now
Yeah.
I'm good where I'm at, man. It's all right, man. Look, one thing that my girlfriend will tell you is DB, don't sweat the small details. Things always happen one way or another. Things always work out. I'm one of those guys. I'll make something work. I always have, and I always will. What's up, chicken finger? I've never seen you before, but welcome. Some of these guys and these names they come up with, ain't it?
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Me too. Son of a bastard. Fragrance fight night. I love it. Let's
But he's
see.
an actual reviewer.
Is he
He
really?
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
know he was. Oh yeah, that's right. You're in damn New York. Shit, that fucking loaf of bread's probably $8.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, now I can see why he says that.
I bounty hunted for 12 years. And I remember going to Queens and the Bronx twice. Man, I'll tell you what, I'm not a man who's scared of many things. But damn, the Bronx scared the shit out of me. I mean, Cindy, you know Baltimore. I bounty hunted in Baltimore.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's because I'm from there and had done it so much, but Baltimore never really scared me. I mean, worried, but not scared. You understand what I'm saying? You're always worried about what'll pop out of Baltimore. But damn, New York. Oh, God, I hated New York. Couldn't stand the smell, the rats. Yeah,
I lived there for a few years. Yeah, I was in the
DC is
Bronx.
just as bad. DC is just as bad. Texas boy. Yep.
There you go.
Couldn't pay me enough to live in North. Too many live. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Liberalness is a disease. I've said that before, but I try not to get into politics, guys. Fuck, don't get me there. Yeah, way too many people that are a couple McNuggets short of a Happy Meal. That's for damn sure. I think Ray may be the only one that has all his McNuggets in his Happy Meal.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people are up and leaving New York, and
Lots. We're going to Florida.
the homeless there, the tents, and they're keeping them hidden from other people so they
Yeah.
don't see that. And here's the thing from now, I don't know if it's true. I just heard it on the news. You know how that is. But apparently they've got housing units that are empty that could go to these people. Why?
So
Why not let them
there's a place in Colorado. It was the very first place that marijuana became recreational legal. And
Yeah.
this is why I have a lot of respect for this part of Colorado anyway. The first thing they did their very first year of making all the money off the marijuana and the taxes, there's not one homeless person that lives in that town because of that. And see, this is why I'm not a marijuana smoker. I'll be honest with you. I've had my fair share. I have PTSD, probably do me good, but I'll probably just take the THC pills if I'm ever able to get it. Here in North Carolina, it's medically available, but honestly, guys, the list is so fucking long. I'm probably well behind in that list. But anyway, hey, marijuana there's nothing wrong with marijuana. It has way more damn benefits than it does negativities. You tell me, hey, what's up, buddy? You tell me anytime you've ever heard of a story in the newspaper, guy high on marijuana shoots up a school. I ain't never heard of it. Guy high on marijuana kills people head on. I ain't never heard of it. I don't know about you, and you're probably right around my age, a little older. We smoked marijuana. All I wanted to do was eat and chill.
eat and sleep for me.
You know, there was no desire to be like, oh man, we'll go out and shoot some motherfuckers tonight, man.
Well, actually, I would laugh and then I would get like what they
Right.
call stuck. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't get up or nothing, and but you're having fun. But then you get these cravings and you eat, and then
Yes.
well, the next thing you know, you're pretty much in your bed, or somebody, let you sleep on the couch.
Yeah. Same thing here, chicken finger. I mean, that stuff just, I'm so mellow, so calm, so easy going. Like, I don't do it, but if it was perfectly legal, I'd let my 15-year-old older kids smoke it. I wouldn't give a shit, but they're going to do it any fucking way. You might as well let them do it in front of you.
Oh no, I couldn't do it. Not the way they
We
test
have to worry about
my
people
job.
on testosterone. They're dangerous. I'm on testosterone and I'm not dangerous. Maybe the
Oh,
steroid people that have roid rage, yeah.
that's true.
They're dangerous when they're on testosterone. All
Oh,
right,
good.
guys. Well, I'm going to finish drinking, and I just figured I'd get on and tell everybody who celebrates Christmas. Hope you enjoy your holidays. Probably won't hear too much from me till after the first of the year. But hey, I do have some things going. I'll probably post them in the morning. As soon as I post those, you guys can see those things. I'm not going to have the conversation on here, but there's more proof of George Zaharoff and his lies, and then I got some things that have to do with Mr. Miami Cuddles. So it is what it is, man. Hey, Am, I'm glad you joined, man.
Hey,
Right
yeah,
there.
Merry Christmas, bud. But I will be talking to you soon, about, especially, I can't wait for that Himalaya. Oh my gosh, just can't wait. I love that stuff. But
I
Creed
know this
ruined it.
dude who says he figured the urge to put his hands behind his head when he gets his tee shots behind his head.
He said he figured the urge to put his hands behind his head when he gets his tee shots. I don't know. I'm lost.
Brother, I get tee shots and I don't feel the urge of anything. I don't know.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
testosterone. I still don't know what he's talking about, but I get my tee shots and I get them in my fights. No biggie. I get them right in my rear end. I don't feel the urge to do anything. It just hit me with it. I don't even notice it's there. I just go on about my day, work out, go to work, whatever. I don't feel no different urges. Not like it looks at me like, it's not roids, man. Definitely not roids. Maybe he's getting hormone medications along with it. Maybe that messes with him, but just straight testosterone won't mess with you. I'm not. If testosterone messed with me like that, bro, I would not be taking it. I can't do that. I'm already hot-headed enough. I can't get any more hot-headed than I am, or I'd be in a lot of trouble. I've settled down over the years, thank goodness. So, People wouldn't like to have known me 15 years ago. I'll put it to you like that. I had a hair trigger. I fight anybody, anytime, anyhow, for any reason. I'm just not that way anymore. I'm not going to take your shit, but I'm still not trying to go out and find fights. That's for sure.
Well, sweetheart, I have to go. I wish
So do
everyone
I.
in the chat happy holidays,
Same
happy
to all you.
Yule, happy Yule,
Appreciate it.
and everyone have a safe and very great holiday.
I'm
And
a Sagittarius. I don't I don't believe in those signs, but sometimes I think they're all right. If you look at them, some of the things, yep, that's me.
okay, everyone, good evening, and
Thank you for
have
coming
a
along, Cindy.
no problem at all, DB. I'll
Enjoy your
talk
night.
to you soon. You too. Bye bye, everyone.
I guess it does. I don't know. What does it explain? Tell me what a Sagittarius is all about, because I don't know. Like I say, I don't get into those astronomical signs, but I used to have a ex who was into that stuff so hardcore that she used to tell me all the time Sagittariuses were cheaters. When I was young, I was. All right. I'll be in a minute, boo. Yeah, Ray, you're a Sagittarius too. Maybe that's what that means. Sagittariuses are hot-headed. I'm very loyal. I know that's part of Sagittarius' thing, but how can you be very loyal and then other ones say you cheat? So that's on you, bro. I ain't telling nobody shit. You're telling yourself. You're telling on yourself. I ain't telling on you. I don't think you're a cheater at all. So, all right, guys. I appreciate you guys. Just wanted to get on here and, like I said, tell everybody, if you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. If you celebrate Hanukkah, Happy Hanukkah. If you celebrate Kwanzaa, Happy Kwanzaa. If you celebrate Yule like I do, Merry Yule. Yo. Getty and Frecky. That's the name of the Wolves of Odin. So I bet you are, brother. I used to be loyal to many games, man. I'm tired of playing games. Too old to play games anymore, man. Maybe when you get my age, Smokey, you realize them games are so overplayed, man. I played them games so hard. Thank goodness I don't have to play games no more. But believe it or not, I love all of y'all. Y'all have a good night and enjoy your holidays, no matter what they are. I'm going to finish the rest of my wine because that's what I'm supposed to do. Then I'm hitting the sack, doing what I'm supposed to do. So y'all have a good night.